Yes, please. Okay. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatari Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yes, dears. And this Katha, Ramayana Katha, has to be the mainstream, and the rest of whatever needs to be done will fall in place here and there, wherever they need to fall in place. That's the background. Yes, please, we can start reading, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Of course, in the age of Kali, so I don't know, should I just continue or any background?
I'm becoming overwhelmed. Oh, that's Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He was saying that, right? Yeah. With this Lord Krishna said, yeah. You all remember the background, right?
Yes.
What? Yeah. Yes. And if you do, you remember Nitai Gunamani Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Narad Muni had come to Uddhava and he was sharing, that Gauranga Mahaprabhu is going to manifest in Kali Yuga. And so it's a continuation from that part.
Yes, please. Yeah, go ahead, Prabhu, please.
Of course, in the age of Kali, everyone will be fallen, sinful, and irreligious. So, to explain the principle of religion, I will present a meek and humble personality. That humble form, the embodiment of divine love, will be the epitome of beauty. He will be tall, molten gold in color, powerfully built, with a broad chest and long and graceful arms. Uddhava, while describing this, the Lord suddenly manifested the golden form of Lord Gauranga. At that time, he promised to distribute his love. This is everything that happened to me in Dwarka. Now I'll travel throughout the world to broadcast the wonderful news of Gauranga's appearance. Eager to taste the prema bhakti of his beloved, the Supreme Lord, in a transcendental form of unlimited mercy and beauty, will descend on earth in Kali Yuga. Listening to Narad's description, Uddhava became stunned with happiness, started crying, and fell down at Narad's feet. Uddhava said, Narada, I feel completely rejuvenated by your exciting news. Then Narada Muni, playing his veena, went to inform the devotees about the Lord's incarnation in the age of Kali.
Yeah, thank you. And here, in the very first paragraph, the Lord, yes, that humble form. I will present a meek and humble personality. To explain the principles of religion, I will present a meek and humble personality. So that's again a requisite. Meek and humble is a requisite to the sentence that is said in the second paragraph. Eager to taste the prema bhakti of his beloved. They go together. If somebody has to taste the rasa of affection or love, that has to do with a soft heart. A soft heart can taste the affection and affection and love. And one more thing is, dear devotees, when we do the so-called preaching, but the prachar, the when the devotee is interacting with the others, most often what changes the other person is not so much what the devotee knows, but it's very much about what the devotee is. So it's not so much about the knowledge and doings that may change the heart, but it's about what we are, how giving we are, more than how knowledgeable we are, how compassionate, respectful and compassionate, for us to understand what that meek and humble is. So then whatever words we speak about the Lord, then the respect that we give to others and the humility that we have kind of preps others also. It kind of commands respect in the sense it preps others to hear what a devotee has to say about Krishna, as opposed to being in a different mood of I know it, I will do it, you listen, I know better, and yes, you listen, I got to say this, that kind of mood. The impact of that kind of mood can be different. So they go together, being humble and meek. And again, humble and meek is nothing to do with inferiority. Inferiority is in tamoguna. Humble and meek is little beyond goodness, at least in goodness. And that mood that helps us to be in bhakti is humility. That mood that makes us sink in bhakti is inferiority. So inferiority comes in our way of service. It doesn't help us serve. It doesn't give us the fuel that we need to do service. As opposed to that, humility, seeing the reality of how insignificant we are, but still how grateful we can be. That combination of that makes the heart soft and strong. Soft and strong. That's the difference. Yes, please. Yeah. And yes, can be continued.
I'll just complete till the next.
Yes. Yes.
By reading the conversation of Narad Muni and Uddhava taken from the Jamanya Bharata, Ashwamedha Parva, I, Lokandas, lose myself in transcendental bliss. If you don't understand my words, then you can read the story yourself in the 32nd chapter of Jamanya Bharata.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Lochana Dasa Thakur is speaking this Chaitanya Mangala. I, Lochana Das, lose myself in transcendental bliss. How wonderful that this devotees. You open Chaitanya Bhagavata, it's the same thing. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying here Chaitanya Mangala. Lochana Das Thakur is saying the same. Yes, please. Yeah, and somebody else can continue.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Pranams
to you.
Pranams to you.
Mataji, can you just tell one more time? You said humble and meek is respect, and what was the other word you used, Mataji, for others?
humble and meek is being, what did I say, respectful to others. And I am unsure what I used. Humble and meek. Respectful, definitely. And I might have said compassionate or helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Prabhu, if you can scroll up, please. Mataji, what is this? It says that by reading the conversation between Narad Muni and Uddhava, taken from Jaiminiya Bharata. Is it like Mahabharat written by Jaimini?
You know that we are hearing that Brihad Bhagavatamrita, right? There the same conversation came. Mahabharata, that we know, the popular one is Vaishampayan Rishi. So there is a different version of Mahabharata narrated by Jaimini Rishi. This is what we are understanding from both the scriptures. Yeah. So in the Mahabharata has all these parvas. See, Ashwamedha Parva, and Bhishma Parva, where Bhishma spoke, and Vishnu Sahasranama. It comes in the Bhishma Parva, like that. So the Mahabharata is divided into parvas in general, even if it's by Vaishampayana or by Jaimini, and that's why they're saying here Ashwamedha Parva.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Should I continue reading?
Yes, please. Narada Muni.
Narada Muni visits Lord Shiva in Kailas. Murari Gupta continued his narration to Damodar Pandit. While playing his veena and continually singing the glories of Gauranga, Narada Muni traveled around the world, informing the demigods about Lord Chaitanya's appearance. Overwhelmed with spiritual rapture, Narada would fall down on the ground again and again. One moment he would cry, the next moment he would laugh loudly. His whole body would tremble and he would speak in a faltering voice. Hiking up his dhoti, Narada would sometimes jump around excitedly, loudly roaring, Gaura, Gaura, Gaura. It was impossible for Narada to forget the nectarian love of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu and the beautiful transcendental body more dazzling than the sun that he had just seen. Narada's heart was so full of ecstatic love that sometimes he could not move. Nevertheless, within the twinkling of an eye, Narad Muni came to Lord Shiva's abode on Mount Kailash. Narad felt excited about his upcoming meeting with Mahesh, Lord Shiva. He was eager to tell him all about his recent experiences with Lord Krishna. Narada was thinking to himself, Krishna Bhakti is the most nectarian subject in the three worlds. In Kali Yuga, the Lord will reveal the treasure of Sri Vrindavan Dham. In Kali Yuga, the Lord will reveal the treasure of Sri Vrindavan Dham. Ananta, Shiva, and Brahma are ever desirous of the pure love that the Lord will freely distribute to the fallen miscreants of Kali Yuga. Mahesh will feel great happiness when he hears the good news. By the mercy of Goddess Katyayani, I will take the dust of Lord Shiva's feet. By his grace, I will get strength to chant the holy name. Thinking in this way, Narad Muni approached the door of Lord Shiva's home. Nandi, Lord Shiva's bull, was guarding the door of the powerful Lord Mahesh. After offering respects to the great sage, Nandi informed Shiva and Parvati about Narad's arrival. In a happy mood, Shiva and Parvati came out to greet the sage. Narad Muni, that most intelligent devotee, fell down at the feet of Lord Shiva and Parvati. Feeling ecstatic in the presence of such a Vaishnava, Lord Shiva immediately lifted Narada and embraced him. In the mood of a loving mother, Katyayani said to Narada, "O great sage, please tell me, is everything all right with you? All the truths in the 14 words are known to you. On this most auspicious day, where have you come from?" Narad Muni said, "Goddess Katyayani and Mahesh, please listen to my wonderful story. You are like the mother and father of this universe. You always desired the deliverance of the fallen souls. Now, touching your feet, I will remind you of a confidential subject which you have forgotten. If you listen to my narration, then surely I will receive your mercy. Once upon a time, Uddhava inquired of Lord Krishna, My Lord, what will happen to the earth after your disappearance? Will any devotees remain here? How will the conditioned soul in the age of Kali attain liberation? Replying to Uddhav's question, Lord Krishna taught the science of self-realization. He taught Uddhava a philosophy by which a person could attain liberation by seeing the Supreme Lord everywhere and in everything. Lord Krishna said, Uddhava, always remember that I am the water, the land, the earth, and the tree. I am the demigod, the Gandharva, and the Yaksha. I am the creator, and I am the annihilator. I am the life of all living beings. I am within everything, and at the same time, I am outside of everything. After hearing Lord Krishna, Uddhava, striking his chest, expressed his feeling to the Lord. Krishna, I am convinced that you are all-pervading. Your lotus feet are more dear to me than you yourself. I can't find the proper words to glorify the devotees who take shelter of the moon-like nails of your lotus feet. Mataji, should I stop or continue? Or...
Yeah, I think one more paragraph, right? Yeah, please continue. At
that time, Uddhava spoke this verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11.6.46. Simply by decorating ourselves with the garlands, fragrant oils, clothes, and ornaments that you have already enjoyed, and by eating the remnants of your meals, we, your servants, will indeed conquer your illusory energy. Uddhava continued, Krishna, the ability of this Haridas to conquer Maya comes from eating your Mahaprasad remnants. Therefore, I always desire to receive your food remnants. Hare Krishna.
Hare, Hare. Thank you. Two things we want to mention here. Here, simply by decorating ourselves with the garlands, fragrant oils, clothes, and ornaments that you have already enjoyed. This is what Uddhava gets all the prasada of Lord Krishna. He looks exactly like Lord Krishna. When Uddhava went to Vrindavana, everybody at a glance got confused with Uddhava to Krishna. Except the flute and peacock, he was looking like Krishna. Uddhava was like that. So Uddhava, now Dwaraka, he used to get all the remnants from the Lord. His pitamara, his oils, garlands, everything like that. That's Uddhava. And so the point for us here is taking the remnants of the Lord. Remnants of the Lord, the prasada. Here, I think it's from Padma Purana, the verse. The verse says, I really like to look up for the verse and post it. The meaning of that verse is, The most unfortunate thing is the one who looks at the deity and thinks it is a stone, one who hears the mantra and thinks it is sound, and one who is given prasadam but thinks it is food, one who the one who interacts with a devotee and thinks he's an ordinary person, and one who looks at Tulsi Devi and thinks it's an ordinary plant, one who drinks the water of Ganga and thinks it is an ordinary water. That is the most unfortunate thing. There's a verse like that. That verse is brought up here because we are doing bhakti, all the angas of bhakti. We are taking the remnants of the Lord, the prasadam. We are doing the Tulsi Puja. We are taking the mantra. But the gist of that verse is that when somebody does all this but don't have a proper perspective and value of what they are doing, who they are doing to, oh, that's an unfortunate situation. That's the gist of that verse. What is my stance when I am having darshan of the Lord? Yeah, am I being the Shastra Chakshu? The Shastra is saying that the Lord is the seer. He glances upon us. So am I present before the Lord in that mood? And when the mantra is given to that, in what mood am I honoring and serving this mantra? Shastra says this is Nama Chintamani Krishna. Krishna is right here. Am I doing in that mode? So that kind of introspective, respectful mode to every anga of bhakti, as much as possible, to every practice of bhakti, from morning till evening, as much as we are valuing it. Valuing becomes very easy and relishing when we are being grateful, cherishing it. If we are voluntarily cherishing all that is given to us, everything is a prasada, everything is mercy. In bhakti that is given to us, starting from the nama or darshan of the Lord or the prasadam, everything like that. Am I cherishing it? Cherishing is, if we are cherishing, it means we are respecting and honoring what is being given to us. If somebody gives prasadam in our hand, and we are like, okay, fine, I got to take it, and we take it. That's one way of taking. But when we see that as mercy of the Lord, oh, prasadam, thank you, Krishna, for thinking about me and sending this to me, and I honor cherishing it. So this cherishing is not something that happens automatically to us, especially in the beginning stage, because cherishing is a little beyond sattva. Being present is sattva. Being attentive is sattva. Cherishing is a little beyond sattva. So for us, we voluntarily remember to do it. Every practice of bhakti, cherish it. Look forward to it, cherish it. Yes, this is not natural of us, but that's why this is called sadhana bhakti. That's why we practice. Just cherishing it, which means respecting and honoring, that is there in bhakti. Cherish everything, the nama that is given, the devotees that are around. They are not ordinary. They are taking the nama. They are trying to please the Lord. So devotees are not ordinary. Cherishing the nama, cherishing the interaction with the devotees, cherishing and hearing the Shastra, Krishna Katha like this. As we voluntarily cherish, then the resentment is displaced. Then the jada is displaced. So it's a, yeah. On the same note, in the beginning, we have heard about, you asked that question, right, Mataji? Yeah, humility is being respectful and helpful. Respectful and helpful outside. When we say that, it really becomes yeah, we can relate to it more, being respectful and helpful to others. But we got to hear where these emotions are coming from. Then we will be able to get a bigger perspective. See, for example, if a child is lost somewhere and lost, and then she couldn't find the mother. After many years, after the child is grown up, okay, the child is brought to her mother, but the child is not able to recognize the mother. Then whoever brought the child to mother, they say, see, mother means you have to be respectful. You have to be grateful. So this is how you talk. And this is how you respect. And this is how you show your gratitude. If somebody says that to the daughter, then she tries to learn, oh, okay, respect. Then I have to talk this way. And be grateful. Okay, I'll try to do something for her so she can feel happy. This is trying to do something. But in fact, what is the relationship between the daughter and the mother? Not just respect and helpful, the affection flows. So like that, our condition is also like that. We are Mamaivamse Jivaloke. Our original constitutional position and our original emotions are, as Prahlad Maharaja says, Brahmayati iron, as the iron gets naturally attracted to the magnet. I am unable to do anything but just get attracted to the Lord. Like that, we, the Jivas, are naturally, in our original constitutional position, very much attracted to the Lord with all of our affection and love. That is our original position. But since we are placed in these modes, now we are being asked, okay, you may not feel like that love and affection now, but the very Lord is present everywhere. Okay, so be respectful to everybody. Okay, and the Lord is sitting in everybody's heart. So see how you can serve everybody. So this is the version we hear because we are placed in the modes. But our natural position and natural feeling is to automatically do that. How can, so now that we have heard why we are asked to be Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena, is to respect everybody, don't really look for recognition and to tolerate, etc. It's because we don't have attachment to the Lord yet. Actually, please pay attention, dear devotees. In the Nama Parada Part 2, this was summarized. Gauranga Mahaprabhu came for this purpose. He saw that all these ill effects are there, all that we are perverted. Our nature is perverted because of the modes. He saw that. So, in order to show us the very remedy of, as a remedy or antidote for our disease is his Nam Namakari Bhaudhanija Sarva Shaktis. The Nama is here. Respect the Nama. Be attentive to the Nama because the Nama is Lord Himself. So as much as you're being respectful here and attentive to the Nama and relate to the Nama, with whatever is being said in Shastra, Bhagavad Gita, right? Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate. I am your benefactor. I am present everywhere. I am the Lord in the heart. I am here with you. So all that you hear from Shastra, relate that to the Nama and give due respect and attention the Nama or the Lord deserves. As much as you are able to do that during the Nama, during the Japa, so much you will be able to, proportional to that, you will be able to respect others. You know, the Trinada Pisunichena, being naturally humble, because we relate ourselves to the Lord who is so big and we so small, and the big magnanimous Lord is thinking of us and is being with us, so we are very grateful to him. So all these emotions are primarily, they come with the relationship with the Lord. So when we are getting grounded like that, in that beautiful relationship with the Lord, then that is that. And again, when we say Lord is present everywhere. Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. And he's also present in Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe tishtati arjuna. In that way, when we are getting attached to the Lord in the Nama, in the heart that is present everywhere, then the perception is being changed. The perception is being changed. Perception with the people around and with whatever is happening to our life changes, because we are looking at Krishna, seeing Krishna everywhere and his arrangement, his hand everywhere. So our perception and our interactions, they change. That is the natural process. This is where it is springing from. The fountainhead is our relationship with the Lord, our emotions with the Lord. That's the fountainhead. And as a result of that, the way we perceive others, the way we perceive the things that are happening to us, they change. They are all Krishnized. Then automatically Trinadapi Sunichena, Taroreva Sahishnana, and just respecting others and not really looking for any recognition, they automatically happen because we are rooted in the relationship with Bhagavan, with the Nama. That we have to understand. That is, so Trinadapi Sunichena, all of them generally are the byproducts of our attachment to the Nama. That we have to understand and hear again and again, because that is what Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy is blended with the Nama. The Prema is blended with the Nama. As much as we are getting attached to the Lord in the Nama, and the rest of the things, they fall in place. That is one thing that we have to remember. But when we say, but as we are heading that way, since we are not completely there yet, so as we are heading that way, then we try to do the periphery. We try to do the periphery, expecting mercy from the Lord by being respectful to others and see how we can be of some service to them. And by not really looking for any recognition. Yeah, and by tolerating and acting on things, not reacting. Those things we try to do. And when we do that, then we attract the mercy of the Lord. And gradually we can be taken to the core essence. So these are the two ways, from fountainhead to the periphery, and from the periphery attracting the mercy. So we are taken to the core. So whatever we could relate to, wherever we are in our spiritual journey, in our understanding, we just try to do that to please the Lord. Yes, dear devotees, I think we'll pause here.